It didn't work.
And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
What's up, Daniel? What's up, Adi? What's up, Senior? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. After a Giants loss against the St. Louis Cardinals, last series of the 2024 season, the best, as Kyle mentions, the best the Giants can do this year is 500. Imagine that, guys. Imagine that. Another 500 season, maybe less. Whatever. We all know what's up. What's up. Ah. Gosh dang, man. What's up, Morcano? What's up, Grand Admiral? Gilbert, Jason. What is up? I see you out there too, Fossey. How's it going, man? All right, let's kill the music for now. Maybe I'll come back along a little bit later. We'll see. I'm going solo today. Glenn is finishing up some radio work, so I will be going solo tonight. We'll see how far we take this thing. What's up, Tom? Hey, exactly. It's okay, Tom. You like that, Tom? Okay, let me ask you this, Tom. Do you like it or do you not like it? Because it's all about the experience. We'll get into the talk here, but I like listening to a little music, man. That's just me. Let me know if you like it or not. Cryptic coming in strong. Fire Farhan now. By the way, guys, we got our daily dose of Farhan nuggets. Another one today, guys. There's another one out there, and yeah, we'll see what's up. Oh, by the way, guys, for those who don't know, it literally just came out on Twitter like 15 minutes ago. Sounds like Ha-Seong Kim is going to have to undergo labrum surgery on his shoulder. So it sounds like that guy is done for next year. Reggie Crawford had the similar injury and had the similar procedure, and he's going to be out all next year. So it sounds like Kim is going to be done. So we could stop all the Ha-Seong Kim to the San Francisco Giants talk. We could put that one to bed. And yes, Morcana, I'd rather have Adames. That's my preference. I know a lot of people are talking about Kim, but yeah, I think that ship has sailed. Unless, God forbid, Farhan, if Farhan is back, you know he's still going to go sign Kim. That's exactly what I'm saying. See, Senior, we're thinking alike. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Even before you said that, I was sitting there talking about it. Because you damn well know if Farhan sticks around, they will still sign Kim. Yeah, his batting wasn't all that great. Everyone talks about he could steal a base. I don't care. So when's the last time Giants steal bases? That's not in the Giants' philosophy. That who cares? Does he play a good defense? Yes, he plays a good defense at second base. But is his bat going to do anything? Anyways, we'll get into that a little bit later. As I said, Giants lose 6-3. Giants are up to their same shenanigans. You can't get a hit with runners in scoring position. All right, let's just knock this out right off the rip so we can get into other stuff, something that's a little bit more enjoyable.
Today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports.
You know what? How about I do this instead? How about I turn it up? Turn it up a little bit here. Here we go. Giants in Review
on Giants Sports Talk Live.
All right. This is going to be the third to last Giants in Review. As you see, the Cardinals scored 6. Giants scored 3. Winning pitcher is Miles Mikolas. Losing pitcher, Roop looked rough today. And then Halsey with the save. All right, let's see. Does it really matter? Honestly, does it even matter? Yastrzemski, 2 for 5. Nice game. Still batting .234, though. Ramos, 0-4. Not good. Wade Jr. had 1 hit. Chapman had 1 hit. Confardo, 2 hits. Finishing the season strong. Encarnacion with 1 hit. Glenn will be happy because Encarnacion had a pretty mammoth home run there to center field. That was pretty nice. Bailey, 0-4. Fitzgerald, 0-4. Wisely with 2 hits today. And then Schmidt also went 0-4 today as well. Pitching, Roop went 3 2/3, gave up 9 hits. 9 times. Anyone could guess? Anyone know? Anyone? Come on. How many people know? 9 times. Who could guess the movie? Anyways, Roop had 9 hits, 6 earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. 9 times. There you go. Yes, Spencer. There you go. Right on. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. All right. Taylor Rogers went 1 1/3. Gave up 1 hit, 1 walk. Randy came in, back from the IL. A clean inning of work. Doval came in, clean inning of work. That was amazing. And Warren gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Who cares? Really, it's the end of the season. Again, you just want to see some of the young guys going out there, but it's you're not seeing very many young guys. He says, "Where's the whole?" Hey, Tom. Glenn is taking care of some radio work today, so I'm going solo. But hey, appreciate you enjoying the show. I see you make quite a you comment a lot on our shows, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the communication and the feedback coming from you, Tom. By the way, Tom, where do you live? Are you back east somewhere, or are you still here are you on the West Coast somewhere? Let's see what else we got here. Congrats to the Chicago White Sox, who broke the 1962 New York Mets modern-day record for losses in a season. There you go. What is up, Benji? Doing well, man. Hopefully you're doing good too, Benji. I know you're feeling well being a Dodger fan. Whew. I think Dodgers tore it up today, if I'm not mistaken. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard a little bit later. But yeah, so Chicago White Sox has a season to remember or to forget, however you look at the history of the game. Yeah, it was tough. Tough season. Yes, Spencer, that is correct. It's going to be tough. I'm telling you, I'm rooting for the Padres. That's who I'm rooting for right now. I'll root for the Padres. American League, man, I don't know where it's going to go with the American League, guys. We could talk about that a little bit more. But as I was alluding to, Ha-Seong Kim looks like he's going to go under some surgery. Yeehaw. Again, he wasn't a Giant, but there's a lot of talk about him becoming a Giant, and I think we could probably put that one to rest. He's going nowhere. All right, here we go. Oh, I guess we could get into here before we get into. You guys are going to love this. You guys probably seen it if you guys are on Twitter. Matt Chapman won the Willie Mack Award for 2024. Not a surprise. I was rooting for Ramos. I wanted to see Ramos get it. But, Chapman's a good selection, right? You can't go wrong with Matt Chapman. You could say that he deserves it, right? He had a good year. It's not all about performance. It's about your presence in the clubhouse. And from everything that I've heard about the guy, he's a stand-up guy. So yeah. Congrats to Matt Chapman for winning the 2024 Giants Willie Mack Award. So there you go. I guess that's one good thing I guess we could talk about with the Giants today. Man. Anyways, should we get to the Farhan Nuggets? Farhan Nuggets. What's up, Moji? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, dude. There we go. There you go. Congrats, Hope Springs. They got home field advantage. Talking about the Padres. Good for them. I'm rooting for them, man. For the National League, I'm rooting for them. I think they got a chance. They just need to do something about that bullpen. That bullpen concerns me, especially Suarez. He's good, but of as late, he's a little bit leaky right now. Here we go. Farhan Nuggets. I know you guys always love this. It seems like it's been a daily occurrence. Look at this. The gall of this guy, dude. Farhan Zaidi expressed regret for how young Giants players have been handled during his tenure. Seriously, man. Come on. Really? I mean, what? It's a little too late for that, Farhan. You're going out. You're leaving. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he's trying to, I don't know, apologizing for everything he's done wrong, and that's why you're getting fired. Hey, I'm getting fired, but you know what? I might as well go apologize for all this stupid crap that I did. All right, I'll hit the article, but I'm going to have to open up another screen. Give me a minute here. No. We'll just read it. All right, hold on. Give me a minute here. All right, here we go. All right, guys, I'll be reading the article, so I won't be able to see what's going on in the chat. Just bear with me. Oh, he did better tonight. Good, Hope. Boom, boom. Let's blow this up. Get out of here. As Farhan Zaidi wraps up his sixth campaign in San Francisco, the Giants president of baseball operations revealed a key regret from the team's recent run of disappointing seasons. Oh, wow. Okay. He said this during, okay. I didn't know he said this during Tolbert and Copes. So it comes from the same interview that he did yesterday where we talked about different things that he talked about. When I look back at the last couple of years, the question I have is, should we have created more opportunities for some of our young players to keep getting opportunities? Should we have created more opportunities for some of our young players to keep getting opportunities? Because really, that's how we get to the other side of this. The treading water, the disappointing 500 seasons is just creating more opportunities for our young players and letting them sink or swim a little more. I think we've had some success with that. And I think we just have to go to that well a little more. What is he talking about? Should we have created more opportunities for some of our young players to keep getting opportunities? Hold on. Bear with me. Come on, get down here. I remember something from yesterday. It's the double speak, guys. It's the double speak. I think you might know where I'm going with this. Let me see what we got here. Hold on. Let me look at something. I'm just looking at something. What? How many times does he say creating opportunities? Never mind. Never mind. Holy man. Because really, that's how we get to the other side of this. The other side of what? The treading water, the disappointing 500 season is just creating more opportunities for our young players. No, it's not. Farhan, you're lying, dude. You're lying. Because the only reason why opportunities were afforded to the young players, we already talked about this. We went down this road yesterday. It's because of injuries. It's only because of injuries that these young players. Birdsong, the only reason why Birdsong was up here is because of injuries. Ramos, because of injuries. Fitzgerald, because of injuries. Whatever. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What I just want to hear. Is that it? That was it. Seriously? That was it? I'm not going to listen to that. I guess that was it. Yeah, Farhan's lying. Get out of town. I know. Dude, do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see why I have such issue and why I'm so vitriolic against Farhan is because of stuff like this. This is the reason why I get so freaking animated and pissed off. Because when he comes out and says stuff like this, it's and Mike S. Thank you. Yes. I never take Farhan's words seriously because he'll say one thing and do completely opposite 2 seconds later. 100%. That's exactly the same thing. Adi, he's saying the same shit as the last year with a few different words. Exactly. This is the reason. This is why the guy has to go. And look, if we are, yes, Hope, serial liar, 100%. He's a serial liar. This is the issue. Look, I understand as your position as a GM or president of baseball operations, sometimes you go out there and you say stuff, for the public to hear, right? But it's the constant. I mean, it's bad. It's not your normal GM speak, if you will. It's blatant just lies. And that's why he's got to go. I don't think, I'm being dead serious. And I've said this quite a few times here and on NorCal. He's in over his head. He just cannot. He's unable to be able to function in this position. He can't. I think it's the position is too big for him. I've never doubted that he is an intelligent guy. The issue that I've always had is his philosophy and how to create a winning baseball roster. And then, of course, his consistent lying. That's what bugs me so much. And look, and if we're seeing this cryptic, we don't need to go. Let's not go there. But I hear what you're saying. Anyways, if we're seeing this, ownership has to see this, right? Am I right? Ownership has to see this. And, that can only go so far. Come on. What is he telling ownership? Is he telling ownership similar things? And maybe that's why they've, hey, this guy's telling us similar things, of course, maybe in a different way because you're talking to ownership. But it's still the same. It's still the same. You're still lying. He's gone, man. There's no way. He's gone. Breaking news, Jeff Passan, Miami manager Skip Schumacher, told Marlins players tonight he will not return to the team in 2025. Skip Schumacher, no longer going to be the skipper for the Miami Marlins. Wonder where he goes. He didn't get fired. But he is, it looks like he wants to go elsewhere. Where is he going to go? Not sure. We'll find out. But that just broke across from Jeff Passan, if anyone cares. Let's see. He immediately becomes the top available manager and will be coveted free agent this winter, according to Jeff Passan. What do you guys think? You think he's a good manager? He was the manager of the year last year. Sounds like. Yes, Rick. That is another thing. Look, there's a few things wrong with what Farhan has done. And yes, the ability to evaluate talent, it just doesn't seem to be there, right? How can you be the president of baseball operations for 6 years and still have the team be about the same as it was when he took over in 2019, right? Is this team much different than it was in 2019, 2018, whatever you want to, I mean, 2018 is a bad team, but 2019 was a bad team too. But is this team much different? The way it's composed, the way it's constructed? And this is 6 years, guys. This is 6 years under Farhan. What can be shown for what he has done? Sure, he may have hit on Eldridge, but look, that was last year, man. That was last year's draft. And again, we still don't know what he's going to do. We're hanging a hat on a 19-year-old who was playing high school last year. You see what I'm saying? The Giants should be much further along than just one player coming through the pike. Or I should say coming down the pike. And it just doesn't seem like he can do it. It doesn't seem like he get the free agents that he needs to get. He can't do a trade very well. I mean, yeah, he's had a few here and there. I'll give him that. He's had a few here and there. The whole Darren Ruff thing, that was a decent trade. Getting Tyro, that was decent. Can't remember, picking up Chris Bryant in 2021, that was okay. But overall, I mean, it's been a failure, no? And it's harsh, but that's kind of the truth, right? It's been a failure. That's why I did not understand last year when ownership came out and said that he's going to have an extension. That he didn't deserve one. He didn't deserve an extension last year. So that's why I also question ownership and what they're doing too, because it's just, do they, again, I don't know. We're just fans. Maybe they know a little bit more. Yeah. Thanks, Hope. We'll I just don't know, man. This seems odd. The way all this is going down, the way ownership has done this. But I think there's going to be a change. Maybe they've seen the light, so to speak. Greg. 5-14, 0-5, 2-10, 1-6 at home. F you Giants. Greg. You don't sound pleased. You sound a little upset, Greg. Oh my gosh. But again, where does this lead? Who knows, guys? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun offseason. I think, I'm guessing there's going to be an announcement on Monday. What do you guys think? You think the axe falls on Monday? I think it does. Let's get rid of that. I think it does. Don't need that no more. Where are we at here? There we go. Yeah, that's all we can do. All we can do is hope. That's all we got. All we can do is hope as fans. What's up, Sportsman? Good to see you, man. I see you a lot. You respond to my tweets. I appreciate it, man. You're a big supporter. Thank you, Sportsman. Yeah, he thinks Sunday night. Hey, maybe he will. That would be something. I hope it's Monday, to be honest with you. Because Sportsman, we are planning on doing a 12-hour live stream. 12 hours. If Farhan gets fired. If Farhan gets fired, we're doing a 12-hour live stream. And yeah, should be interesting. We're also planning another 12-hour live stream. Again, that's going to be further down. That's going to be down in when and if the Giants sign Juan Soto. We'll do another 12-hour. Sports. Oh, okay. You're Justin. Okay. There you go. Justin, much appreciated, dude. You're using an alias on Twitter. That's cool, man. Jim, what's up, Jim? Always comes with some great comments here. I still think they're scrambling to find out how they keep him and spin it to the fans. There is no point in him still being here otherwise. 100%. 100%, Jim. There's no way. No way, man. What if Farhan is moved to another role and is not fired? Ooh. Gilbert? I will talk to Glenn about that. I don't see it, though. Gilbert, really? Would Farhan want to stick around in a lesser role? I think he would just leave. If he had the option, I think he would just leave. That's me. I don't know if you were the guy for 6 years and then all of a sudden now you're I got a feeling he walks. Giants press conference is on Tuesday. Yeah, that's usually the end of the season news conference. Should be interesting. Spencer, that ain't happening. Not getting Soto, Eric. Don't even get excited. I know what I'm getting myself into, Spencer. Being a Giants fan, I know exactly what it's about. I know exactly what it's about. It probably won't happen, but you know what? I'm gonna keep shouting from the mountains, man. Let's see. Fire Larry Bayer too. Did you guys see him in the stands today? He was just loafing around, right? He didn't have no suit or tie. He was just out there in just the collared shirt, and that was it. He didn't care what was going on. Maybe he's feeling the heat too. Oh, I won't be let down, Spencer. If they don't get him, I already know. I know the history. It makes me wonder what the Giants are going to do. Makes me wonder what that. Because honestly, Spencer, I think, and I talked about this last night. I don't think the Giants, they don't have the ability to make trades. I don't think they have it. There's no way they have the capital to get some trades done. They will have to open up the vault to improve this roster. The only way they could do this year is through free agency. They just don't have it right now. I mean, did you see Spencer? I don't know if you saw the Bleacher Report. Again, this is Bleacher Report, not the other ones, but I'm pretty sure they won't be too far behind. They ranked the Giants 30th in MLB farm systems. 30th, dead last. That's not good. That's not good. Look, I understand when you bring up certain prospects, yes, you're going to take a dip, right? It happens to all organizations. They can have the number one farm system, and then when they start bringing them up, you start dropping. But look what they did. All they did is, what did they do with their farm system? What did they do with their farm system? They brought up Harrison, Birdsong, Mason Black. I guess Ramos, you consider Ramos. And that's it. So you bring up those guys and your farm system tanks to the last. Oh man. It tells you that the farm system is not deep. It's not deep. McRae. Yep, he got a piece, or I should say a cup of coffee. But that tells you something. That's I think, did Fitzgerald, was he part of that now? Because Fitzgerald and Wisely were both up last year. I don't know if they count against the count against the farm system or not. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe they do. But when you fall that much, man, holy crap, dude. Holy crap. I mean, you still got Wisenhunt down there. Now you got Eldridge. But those are the only two guys that are keeping you there. Everyone else is tier 3, man. What is it? I think you got Eldridge as your tier 1, Wisenhunt and Tibbs as your tier 2s, and then everyone else is tier 3, which is not very good. That's horrible, man. Again, as I was saying before I got off track there's no depth in the farm system right now. If you're trying to build the team through your farm and that's where you're at right now, this is going to be long days ahead for Giants fans. The only way right now you could do it, I'm sorry, is you got to spend the money. That is the option for this year. This year, you have to be able to spend a lot of money if you want to compete. If you don't want to compete and you just want to quote unquote rebuild again, when we are supposed to be doing that under Farhan, then there's no depth on the roster either. Yes, alive. But think about that. I mean, there was supposed to be a soft rebuild under Farhan. But where are we at now? Now, are we going to have to do another soft rebuild when there was already not a soft rebuild to an extent? Oh, man. It just tells you it's bad. They have to. Yes, alive. That's the only option. The only option they have right now is to pay for players. Now, in the future, that could change. You start hitting on a draft. Right now, they have to hit on a draft for the next couple of years. They got to build up that capital, not only to supplement your club, but to use them as capital for trades. But that's going to be years away. It's probably going to take, 2 or 3 drafts, right? To build up where you need to build up. It's a mess. Again, now, if the Giants don't want to do that, then again, we're just going to be sitting around, it's going to be about a 5. It's going to be the whole competing for a wild card. That's all it's going to be. If they don't go big this offseason, it's all about just competing for the wild card. And how exciting does that sound? How exciting does it sound? Like, hey guys, let's go out there and win the wild card. Woohoo! Man, that's freaking depressing. The A's have a better young roster than the Giants. Yes, alive. I think they do. They've already been, you know what? 100%. Yes, Jim. Because of them signing Chapman and Blake Snell last offseason, in this last draft, they lost the 2nd and 3rd pick. Okay. So that, again, puts you, as you said, Jim, it puts the club even further behind because you weren't able to get the 2nd and 3rd pick, which could be vital. Some of those picks can be huge, and the Giants missed out on it. Again, because of Farhan. What percentage do I put Farhan getting fired? I don't care if he comes back for one more. I don't care if he comes back for one more season. I'm going to say 98%. 98% chance Farhan gets fired. I think it's happening. There's no. If he comes back for another year. Oh, wow. What is this, Mike? The kid on his Instagram was posting signs with the Giants and rocking the gear, so I'd say it's a done deal, but officially hasn't happened. What are you talking about, Mike? I don't know what you're talking about. Am I missing something? Oh, I don't know if you saw if it's official yet, but the number 1 international player is signing with the Giants, so that's something. Okay, we'll see. We shall see. Does that mean anything? Well, okay, real quick, Mike. Where's that guy where's that kid coming from? Where's he signing out of? I would think ownership already has a replacement in mind. That's what I'm guessing. He's from the Dominican Republic. Okay, I'll tell you something about that, Mike. I would take that with a grain of salt because the Giants have a huge facility there, and I don't know if they just train up Giants prospects, or is it for all kids in the Dominican Republic? Because the Giants have a huge operation down there. It's like an academy, right? I think Felipe Alou started it up, if I'm not mistaken. So I wouldn't put too much stock on it. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. That'd be awesome because the Giants haven't hit really on that international market too well. So we'll see what happens. But again, like I said, if he's from the Dominican Republic, San Francisco Giants have a huge facility down there, and I think a lot of kids go down there and get some training. Good point. Good point, Justin. He knows he's being fired. What else did he do? Well, then again, he signed a contract, I think, right? I think there's a contract with KMBR. Hey, it's the executive show or something like, what is that, every Wednesday? They alternate between Larry Bear and Farhan. So I think it just has to do with contractual issues, not necessarily that he wants to go on the radio or even on TV. But yeah. Giants are also linked for another possible number 1 prospect from Venezuela in the 2016 class. And it's interesting, Gilbert, and also Mike, is hold on, Martin. when they signed Snell and Chapman, they also lost $1 million worth of international signing bonus. So that could hurt the Giants down the road as well. I don't know when that's supposed to take effect. Is that spaced over so many years, or is that only for 1 year? I don't know how that works, to be honest with you. I don't know how that international signing bonus works, and because I know they got hit for $1 million that they can't use. So I just don't know how that's all broken down. Martin Van Nostrand, you think Matos and Luciano are getting moved this offseason? I don't think so. Who are you going to get for Luciano, man? Right now, his value is tanked. His value is circling the toilet, Martin. That's the problem. Matos, maybe you could get something for Matos. It hurts them for 2025. Okay, got you, Mike. Thank you. Okay, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Maybe it doesn't prevent them getting from their top pick, but maybe it prevents them getting other picks lower, because I know you can draft like a whole bunch of guys, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's named after Felipe. Exactly, Grand over the academy out there. I agree. Cryptic, 100%. How can the Giants possibly justify not firing Farhan? It's just not possible. I agree. If it was my money, it would 5-year, $200 million. Just like to see what you think. Why not, right? But I don't think he comes back here. I think he's going to go somewhere else. That's just I don't think that gets it done for the Giants. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it does. Good. That's a good point, Sportsman. Giants need another starting pitcher, but more than that, they need a middle of the order bat. They have to. Because think about it, Sportsman, if you think about this, even though Snell sucked it up the first half of the season, after the second half, he was pretty healthy. And what did the Giants do during that time? You got to remember, yeah, starting pitcher is important, but remember, he's only going out every 5th day. I want to get a solid pitcher, no doubt about it. But I think the Giants' needs are elsewhere. His name is Josar, I'm guessing. Josar D. Jesus Gonzalez, shortstop. And his comps are Lindor and Jose Reyes. Interesting. Is he a switch hitter? Mike, is he a switch hitter? Because if he's a switch hitter, you don't have to worry about platooning. The Ugandan Giant. Yes, I remember the Ugandan Giant. Yes, I do, Cryptic. Old school wrestling, 100%. I remember that. Didn't he have that big giant bone that he hit people with? Did he have the bone, or did he blow substance in people's eyes? I can't remember. Yes, Gonzo. Right. Yeah, see, switch hitter. Okay. Gonzo, 100%. You would think watching the Dodgers win the West every single damn year for the last decade, except for 2021, ownership would want to finally put an end to that. Yeah, he was huge, Cryptic. Yes. And to that point, Gonzo, look what has happened. It's not just the Dodgers. What's up, Skaters? Good to see you, man. Oh, by the way, guys, go check out Skaters on Baseball YouTube. Go check it out. Matter of fact, hold on one second. Sorry, I know I'm diverting here. Just 1 second, guys. There we go. Oh, boom. Here we go. Well, actually, I don't want to. Nope, don't want to do. Hold on 1 second. Actually, let me back up. Let me do that because I don't want to get you here. All right. Real quick, let me finish before I get to Skaters on Baseball here. Not only are the Dodgers consistently winning the NL West, you have the San Diego Padres and you have the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are better than the San Francisco Giants right now. John Shea reporting Snell will not pitch tomorrow. Interesting. Interesting. Yep, I'm looking right at it. Yep. They're basically they're not risking any kind of injury to the guy because he's going to get ready to hit free agency. That makes sense. That makes sense. Wait a second. Hold on. Remember when Chapman, remember he sat out that game that one time and everyone was wondering why he was sitting out? And all of a sudden the next day they announced the extension. Oh no, it was that night. It was that night. Never mind. I take that back. It was that night. They had announced that they extended Chapman. Are they doing the same with Snell? Hell no. That dude is opting out. There is no doubt about it. He is opting out. He's probably going to get out of town. But again, so not only are you competing with the Dodgers, you're competing with a better Padres team. You're competing with a better Arizona Diamondbacks. So that just tells you how far the Giants have fallen. I mean, that is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, when Farhan took over, at least the Giants are still somewhat in second place, right? In the division for the most part, maybe third. But now the Giants are in solid possession of fourth place in the NL West. And it's going to be that way for a while unless they change something. I guess the Giants won't be 500. Yeah, to be honest with you, that doesn't even matter. Anyways, hey guys, go check this guy out. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. Skaters on Baseball. Check this out. It's good. It's got some awesome content on here. You guys got to go check it out. He is going to interview, and you can see it over here. He's going to be interviewing John Jay, former MLB outfielder, played for a few teams. I know the team I remember the most is the St. Louis Cardinals. As a matter of fact, did he not win a World Championship? Didn't he win a World Series? I think he won a World Series, if I'm not mistaken. So go check it out, guys. Check out his content. Skaters on Baseball. He's a dedicated member here in the chat. He's always in here giving his ideas and has great comments. So make sure. Yep, World Champ. There you go. I think it was in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. I think. But yeah, go check out his stuff, guys. It's a little bit different, which is cool, man. Hey, it's all about supporting everyone out there that's doing this. It's not easy to coming out here on YouTube and putting out content consistently. And well, some people like us do it every damn day. But yeah, go check it out, guys. I think you will not be disappointed. Again, Skaters on Baseball. And I love your little byline, a podcast with balls. I like it. Awesome. Good job, Greg. There we go. Who's Farhan going to blame this year? Yeah, no one to blame this year. Last year they blamed Kapler, of course, but we all know that Farhan had a huge impact on what's going on with the club. There we go. Congrats to the Detroit Tigers for making a postseason. Came out of nowhere. I'm sure Tom Selleck is very happy. Oh, real quick, before I get any further along in this, I meant to say this right off the top. Make sure you guys have saying prayers. Think about those on the East Coast who are suffering the remnants of Hurricane Helene. That was pretty damn devastating. You got a lot of people over there in the South and the Mid-Atlantic that are going through some tough times. Flooding is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of lives are being impacted, and not just lives, but their personal property as well. So make sure you guys are thinking about those guys out there, say some prayers for them. Hopefully they could get through it. I know assistance will be on the way. A lot of times it takes forever for the government to really step in and start helping them. But again, make sure you guys are thinking about them. Say some prayers. All right, there we go. Oh, total politician talk. Yes. Do we think Kim Ning would be an improvement over Farhan? I don't know. I know she got her experience by serving under Ned Colletti. So that's good. And if I'm not mistaken, when she was with the Miami Marlins, they were doing some pretty good stuff. They were doing some pretty good stuff under her leadership. So it could be, maybe, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this works. I wonder if the Giants already have someone in place, or are they going to go job hunting? Yes, Isaac. Yes, absolutely. Is that the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, Isaac? We talked about it last night. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Isaac, just to go back a little bit, don't mean to beat a dead horse. Remember Luciano. Remember what Farhan said about Luciano in the beginning of the season? He's going to be the Giants' starting shortstop. Yeah, that didn't work, right? Then they traded Soler. Luciano's going to be the DH. He's going to get those at-bats. Didn't happen. So, yeah, Isaac, I know exactly what you're talking about. I smell what you're stepping in. It's ridiculous. And if people are following the game and if people are following the Giants like we are, they know that's a bunch of crap. They have a postmortem meeting scheduled. You bet, Hope. Yep. Oh, absolutely, Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Are you the Baba Booey? Baba Booey? Or are you just a Baba Booey? Either way, it really doesn't matter. I'd rather live in an earthquake in California than go through what they go through every year. Yeah, exactly. Ing. Yeah, it's Ing. Thank you, Kenneth. Respective families. Yeah, man, there's no way I could never live in Florida or anywhere down there, man. It's like it's like sitting out there like a freaking sore thumb, man. It always gets pummeled every time. But it actually kind of took a different. It went through the Gulf Coast the Gulf Coast this time and then made its way north. Oof, man, that's tough. Where are we at here? I think it's between three people: Pete Petulia, Kim Ing, and I forget his name, but he's with Billy Owens. Billy Owens, Mike. That's who it is. Yeah, every year they go through this. Yeah, this is the time of the year where all the hurricanes start forming out in the Atlantic and come westward. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't forget about the wildfires. I don't know what that means, man. Boff? I don't know what boff means, Bobby. Or Baba Booey. Baba Booey! What's boff mean, man? Because if you are the Baba Booey, man, I used to laugh my ass off all the time back in the day. Greg. Thank you, Alive. I'll be better around 3 p.m. Sunday when this trash will be over. This team is an effing joke. Greg does not mince words. He doesn't. He does not mince words. Those options are gross. I want David Bell. Just makes too much sense. David Bell would be good. David Bell would not be remember, he's got experience. Jim, I'm sure you know this. David Bell has experience with being in a Giants organization. He was the director of player development at one time. I'm sure you know that. So he plays maybe again. I've heard people talk about. Ooh, yes, there we go, Cryptic. You know what I smell there when you say that, Cryptic. This is what I smell. Because Sabian, he may only do it for a few more years. Maybe he takes Bell underneath his wing, right? Makes him his right-hand man, so to speak. Make him the GM. So Sabian could be the president of baseball operations. Make David Bell your GM. Teach Bell, the ropes, so to speak. And then when Sabian is done for good, David Bell could step right in. Pass it down, right? Pass it down to people who know what the hell's going on. Keep it in-house if you can. That would be awesome. Man, you would not be hearing any complaints about me. Eddie! So, Eric, did Ramos totally rob? I'm not going to say he was totally robbed. I was rooting for Ramos to get the Willie Mack, but Matt Chapman is deserving, right? Everything you hear, he's a clubhouse guy. He's got character. And he straps it on every single day. The guy didn't miss very many games at all. And he plays hard every game. So And not to mention, put up some pretty damn good numbers. It's not all about the numbers, of course, for Willie Mack, but I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I would have liked to see Ramos get it, but I'm not disappointed by Matt Chapman getting it. Kyle, it's different now, man. I know. I go back to that Larry interview too, but things have changed. Ibrahim, are you out there? Ibrahim, are you out there? Because if you're out there, man, I'll send you the link and you could give us your take on what you saw about a month ago during the 2014 reunion. So I think something has changed. Yeah, Mike, we already talked about that. Skip Schumacher. Jeff Passan reported it. That is correct. This should be Buster's hand-selected pick. It may be, Jim. I think it will be. And Buster has some history with Sabian, right? Not bad history, good history with Sabian. If Buster is talking to Sabian, remember, Sabian hasn't left baseball. He's still involved. He's over there in the Yankees organization. And if Buster reached out to him and said, hey, Brian, things are changing over here back in San Francisco. We want you to come and do this again. You think Brian will say no? Again, this is my own thoughts. I don't know anybody or I don't talk to anyone. This is just what I'm thinking. All right, Ibrahim isn't around. He would be saying something by now. But Ibrahim noticed something when Sabian came down. Sabian was here, Kyle. Sabian was here during that reunion of the 2014 World Series team. And Ibrahim noticed a few things when he was here. He was talking to Greg Johnson. They were smiling and laughing and kind of yucking it up. That's a good thing. Because remember, Kyle, to reference what you had said, when he was on Larry Krueger's show, what is that, 6-7 months ago, somewhere around there, he was not happy. He was not happy. But there has been a lot of things that have transpired since that interview. So maybe Sabian, maybe that rift was healed or bridged. So we'll see. We'll see, Kyle. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun offseason for the simple fact that we don't know what to expect. I think we can all safely assume that Farhan is going to be out the door. And it's going to be exciting for Giants fans to see what directions the Giants take. Did you notice that the last two Willie Mack? Yeah. Estrada is done, and Flores is recovering from surgery. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, Kyle. There is no doubt about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how this all unfolds, and we'll be right here talking about it. Gilbert. Ned has a good life, but I could see him wanting to win a title. I think that's the only way Coletti would ever come back to the MLB. I can't blame you for that. Ned is awesome guy. I had the privilege of being able to talk with him, man. Gosh dang. I've said this a million times, man. I could just sit for hours and just listen to him speak because the guy has knowledge, not just on baseball, just on life issues as well. I would not in any way, shape, or form be disappointed if Ned would come back. I just don't see it. For the simple fact I don't see it, not because he doesn't want to do it, but I think he enjoys being a professor at Pepperdine, right? Isn't that where he is? Pepperdine? So I don't see him wanting to leave that position. He's also doing I think he's one of the head scouts for the San Jose Sharks. So I think he really enjoys that. So I think is it impossible? No, I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible by any stretch of the imagination, but I think he is enjoying what he's doing. Gosh, but that would be something. That would be something. What else we got? Mike wants a fresh face. Would you be disappointed if Brian came back, Mike? It is Pepperdine. That's what I thought. Thanks, Kyle. Mike, would you want Sabian coming back? I don't think Ned gets enough credit for some of the guys he drafted. Yeah, true. I think he drafted Kershaw. He signed Puig. Who else did he? Yeah, he was. Oh, Seager, Bellinger. Yeah, there you go, Isaac. Bingo, bango, man. Good knowledge, man. Yes. He knows baseball, man. 4 get 6 years. Time to get Bobby Evans 6 years redemption. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I would not be disappointed if Brian came back, Mike. If Sabian came back, I would not be disappointed whatsoever. Why wouldn't he want to leave New York? How involved do you think he really is with New York? Unless he's doing a position that he enjoys, maybe he's doing some scouting, maybe, because I know he's a scouter that's what he came up, right? He came up as a scout. So maybe he enjoys doing that. That's a possibility there, Mike. But what I'm saying is he's still in the game. He is still in the game. And if he's still in the game, I think he would be much easier to have him come back to San Francisco than getting somebody else. Oh, now, Kyle, Ron Wotus as a manager. I like that. I talked about it a few days ago, matter of fact. How would you like this? How would you like to have Ryan Sabian as your president of baseball operations? You have David Bell as your GM, and you have Ron Wotus as the new skipper for the San Francisco Giants. I think that would be fantastic. And the reason why I think Wotus would be great, because he blends, and I talked about this, I think he blends the old school with the new school of baseball. And I think he would do a fantastic job. I really do. And he never got a fair shot. I agree, Cryptic. Wotus never got a fair shot. And I think this could be his opportunity to be able to be a manager. Love it. I would love it. What day does Farhan get fired? I'm going to say Monday. Day after the season. I don't think it's inevitable. There's a chance, Isaac. I think there's a chance that Melvin does get moved. Do I think? I don't know, man. That one's a lot more. That one's a lot more tougher to gauge, because I mean, how much of this do you blame Melvin? Is it more Farhan being involved, or too involved, I should say, which has hampered what Melvin has done? But I've seen a lot of people who were San Diego Padres fans who did not like Melvin. I think Wotus is happy drinking his wine in Napa. Maybe. Again, that's something you have to do as ownership. You got to gauge, well, not just ownership, but who's going to be the new GM. You got to gauge what people's interests are in wanting to fulfill that certain position. If it looks like they may be a little wishy-washy, well, then you're going to have to go somewhere else. Landon Root finished with a 3.5 ERA as a rookie after winning a job in camp. He's already borrowed Logan Webb's changeup grip. Going to work on that cutter and force him in offseason. Good for him. Good for him. LDO, what's up, man? Good to see you. Fire Farhan. And there's Hope, our resident Padres fan. Doesn't like Melvin. There's a lot of Padre fans that have said the same thing, Hope. They've come in here saying they did not like what Bob Melvin did in San Diego. Oh, interesting, Sportsman. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not going to put anything out there that I don't know. Hey, look, another non-winning season. Imagine that, LD. Imagine that. 5 of 6 years, we are at 500 or less baseball. I mean, I've already been done my Farhan bashing for tonight. Maybe this is round 2. I don't know. But this is why he's got to go, LD. This is why I've been saying this. I've been saying this way before everyone else has been going on this. I mean, I was saying this last year. I was saying this in the beginning of the year. I was saying this. Oh, I mean, it's 2 years straight that I've been saying this. Now people are starting to catch on. It doesn't work. Farhanian baseball does not work. Gosh. Just thinking about it, guys. It's it's unfathomable. Nothing there. Yeah, the bullpen. One thing I'm a little bit concerned with is the Rogers brothers. Now, they had a better year than they did the previous year. I'll give them that. But yeah, I thought the bullpen handled itself pretty nicely there in that second half. I would have to agree with that. Not too bad. I know you're bringing up the numbers, but just by watching a game, the bullpen really hasn't imploded like it did last year. Last year, it absolutely imploded big time. Again, because they only had 2 starting pitchers most of the year last year, so the bullpen got overused, and to an extent, they got used quite often in certain situations. But compared to last year, it was nothing like it was for this year. But yeah, the bullpen was kind of now that it was nice that the Giants had Ryan Walker to fall back on as far as a closer, because if they didn't have Ryan Walker, man, they would be really in a bad shape with the bullpen. You got to have that closer because Doval isn't it. I don't see Doval being it. Maybe he's just a late inning guy. Maybe I don't know. I think he's going to have to earn that position though, because of the type of year he had this year. Doval was just I don't know what his issue is, but I think he's got to work on some things in the offseason. Bring back Luke Jackson. Remember that Luke Jackson? Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. All right, guys. I tell you what, going to play a small clip here. Give myself just a little bit of a break. Maybe I'll throw the link out there so whoever wants to join. But in the meantime, play a short video. You guys, I think you guys like this one. In the 2024 season, not only was it bad for the Giants as far as the record is concerned and how they've been playing baseball, but we lost quite a few Giants Hall of Famers. We lost Orlando Cepeda, but before that, we lost the great Willie Mays. I made a little video commemorating Willie Mays' time with the Giants, so let me go ahead and play that, and let's not forget the best baseball player ever, Willie Mays. All right, there we go. Little tribute to Willie Mays. I kind of like that one. All right, I got the link out there, guys. If anyone wants to join, come in and talk. Tell me what you guys think about the Giants, baseball, whatever you want to talk about. While the link is out there, let's go ahead and get to the out-of-town scoreboard. Let's talk about what happened in the rest of the MLB. I think some people clinched some playoff spots, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look.
Now, a Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update.
All right, here we go. Out-of-town scoreboard. First up, Cubs beat the Reds 1-0. Whew, tough. Tigers, there we go. They clinch a wild card spot. How about that? 4-1 over the White Sox. Congratulations to the Detroit Tigers, man. They have been playing some amazing baseball. That is great to see. That is pretty good. Nationals beat the Phillies 9-1. It's all good. Oh, Stone Garrett. Wasn't he? He was a Diamondback at one time, wasn't he? Yeah, I think he was a Diamondback at one time. Oh, Pirates beat the Yankees 4-2 in the Bronx. Marlins beat up on the Blue Jays. Holy criminy. 3 triples in one game. Xavier Edwards. Wow. Again, they walloped the Blue Jays 15-5. Astros beat the Guardians 5-2. Rays beat the Red Sox 2-1. Braves beat the Royals. Braves need that. They need that, especially when we come down a little bit further here and you'll see what's going on. Orioles beat the Twins. Twins are done. Beat the Twins 7-2. Dodgers destroyed the Colorado Rockies. Screw you, Rockies. All I ask for you is for one series, can you not just do something against the Dodgers? Couldn't do it. Pissed me off. Brewers beat the Mets. Not good for the Mets. His 3rd grand slam of the season. Man, Rhys Hoskins. Woo, doesn't have much of an average, but he's got the pop. They beat the Mets 8-4 in Milwaukee. Rangers beat the Angels. And there you go. San Diego Padres. They get into the wild card. They beat the Diamondbacks 5-3. I think Diamondbacks are still in the wild card hunt, if I'm not mistaken. They better do. They got to be careful because they're playing against a tough Padres team. Mariners beat the Athletics, and we already know Cardinals beat the Giants. Let's get to the standings wild card. Here we go. There it is. There's your wild card. Baltimore, Tigers, Royals. Now let's see if these two will swap around a little bit. Maybe Kansas City gets into the 2 or Tigers, but there you go. Playoffs are set for the American League. How about that? Congratulations to both. It would be the Yankees, the Guardians, the Astros, the Orioles, the Tigers, and the Royals. There you go, guys. American League is set. What is not set is the National League. Look at this. Look at this. Whoo, 3 teams tied. 3 teams are tied. Who is going to secure those last 2 spots? Padres, as we discussed, they clinched. Congratulations to San Diego Padres. I'm rooting for them. Hopefully they could get it done. It's going to be tough getting past those damn Dodgers, but I think they got the ability to be able to do that. So, yeah, we got to keep an eye on this. Let's see that Monday doubleheader. Is that going to play a factor? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to watching that transpire. All right, Gerard Encarnacion might be our right fielder next year. The only thing I don't like about that, you bet hope. The only thing about that, LD, though, Giants got a lot of guys like Encarnacion, right? Yeah, that's what I was saying there, LD. Remember when Chapman had that day off and everyone was wondering why has he got a day off? And later that night they announced his extension. You think it's the same? You think it's the same with Snell? Or you think Snell probably just said, hey, you know what? Doesn't mean anything. I'm going to go to free agency. I'm not risking getting hurt. That's all it takes is a comeback or come back and hit him. And then he's done. So it could be just protecting himself for free agency. We'll see. We'll find out tomorrow night, right? Oh, maybe during the day, because I think tomorrow's a day game, right? The rest of the games are day games the rest of the way out, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Let me take a look at the schedule real quick. Friday. Yep, 105, and then Sunday I think is like noon, right? Yeah, noon. So yeah, afternoon games the rest of the way out. So maybe they'll break some news. Who knows? I get you, LD. Don't get me wrong. It would be nice to have Blake Snell, but I also think that the Giants really need to address they need to get a guy that they can build around. They have to. Do they wait till Eldridge? I mean, I think that's putting a lot of pressure on a young kid who's only 19 years old, who was playing high school baseball only a year ago. That's a lot of pressure to put on a guy, when he first comes up. You don't want to set the guy up for failure. That's why I think go out there, get Soto, and then you have Bryce Eldridge in there as well, along with Ramos and Fitzgerald and Jung-Hoo Lee. You got Chapman lower in the order. Man, that could be something. Maybe Encarnacion could be a, I don't know, DH maybe? I don't know. The problem with McRae, he's got to work on that swing and miss. He's got way too much swing and miss. Way too much swing and miss. Ibrahim, there he is. What's up, man? Kyle was talking about why would Sabian come back to San Francisco. He was referencing the interview he had on Larry Krueger show, which I remember distinctly. He was not very pleased with the San Francisco Giants, but you said you noticed something during that 2014 reunion, that things look like they got patched up. And maybe there's a possibility Sabian could possibly come back. Maybe there's a path forward there. There is the link out there if anyone wants to join, guys. If not, I'll be closing it down here soon. I can't keep talking forever. I mean, I like talking, but I don't know how. I did a little show earlier today on MHC, so we'll see. We'll see what's up. Giants dodged a huge bullet. Look at Mike referencing people off of Twitter. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give credit where credit is due, Mike. Come on, buddy. Come on, man. Yeah, I did a emergency show this afternoon with all that stuff that's going down over across the pond. Pretty damn significant, to be honest. All right, let me take a look here. What do we got? Anything new? Nope, just to skip Schumacher. It's the only thing. John Shea, Giants fall to Cardinals to clinch another non-winning season. Okay, here we go. Guys. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too, Mike. I follow him as well. Yeah, there you go, Ibrahim. This is what he saw. Talking about Brian Sabian when he was down for that reunion for the 2014 World Series team. They were so chummy at the reunion. The thing that did it for me was he came with his family to the park the day after. That's a 180 for a guy that told Krueger he doesn't root for San Francisco anymore. Exactly what I'm talking about. Tyler O'Neill, he's kind of just a guy. The Giants got, you know what? See, this is my focus, Isaac. I know a lot of people have different ideas of where they want to go. This is where I'm dead set on. Giants got to get a guy that they got to build around. They got to get that one guy. If you want to get other pieces to surround him, that's fine. But you got to go get the guy. You got to go get Juan Soto. That, I know I'm barking up a tree here, but that's the guy that you got to get. You got to get that guy, man. You have to. You have to get Soto, and did you build around him? If you put Chapman around a Soto, if you put a Ramos around a Soto, you put an Eldridge around a Soto. If you want to go get, I don't know, I would love to get Adames. Adames would be awesome, because then you got protection in that lineup, right? Because if you're not going to pitch to this guy, then this guy's going to get better pitchers, right? Or better pitches. Come on, you build around Soto, and this is the time to do it because the guy is young, the guy has talent, and the Giants have the money to do it. I can totally see it. I could see it. Yeah, and if he doesn't, then I don't know where you pivot. I don't know where you pivot, man. To be honest with you, then we're going down that road that the Giants have been doing the last 6 years, right? That's the problem. Yeah, what are the best options after that? Look, you can't. Yeah, it is 100%. You want to get Pete Alonso? I really don't want to get Pete Alonso because you got Eldridge going to first base. Unless you make him a free or a DH. Do you want to spend $200 million on a DH? Maybe. Exactly. It's exactly what I'm talking about, Hebram. That is my thought process. The guy's going to be 26 years old next year. That does not come around. It doesn't. It just does not come around. That's why they got to do it. Oh, you're talking about, oh yeah, you just got to click on the link and then it will bring you into StreamYard. You could turn off the camera if you want. If you have a camera, you could turn it off. It asks you to set up what microphone you want to use. And then when you pop in, I'll see you down in the green room and then I'll bring you right in if you feel like joining. Here, I could throw the link out there again if you've lost it. You sign multiple of these mid-level guys, you can build a winning team. That's a good point, Isaac, because that's my fear. And maybe if you get a better GM, maybe he doesn't miss as much. But I'm tired of the mid-level guys. That's all the Giants have been doing. It's up there. I think it's up there. I know who's coming up. Well, Snell's coming off, so that $30 million will be off the board. But then you also sign Chapman. Conforto's $18 million will come off the board. Who else is a free agent? Wilmer Flores. I think there's a buyout. Yeah, it will take you to a browser. Correct. It should take you to your whatever browser you use, and then you get into, and then you're able to get into StreamYard. Yes, the Giants just can't land a big one, but you know what? There's got to be a time, Isaac. I know they've missed a lot, but sometimes maybe you just have to. Maybe the time is right now. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to, but you really got to go all out for this guy. You have to. But back to Alonso. The guy's 30 years old. That's why I'm saying if we're gonna pay a guy, I'd rather pay Soto, who's 26, than paying Alonso, who's 30. How many good years is he gonna have? I mean, some guys could go a little bit deep, but come on, man. And then after Alonso, who else is there? Anthony Santander. Yeah, he had a great season this year. But again, is that anything different than what the Giants already have? But yes, I think LD, kind of to allude to what you're saying, I think the most important thing that can happen is that they just move off Farhan, and maybe the Giants, if they don't get Soto, maybe they can figure something else out. Right now, they can't trade. That's the problem. They're going to have to wait a few years before the Giants have any kind of trade capital to make trades, because who else are you going to trade? You're going to trade. Who are you going to trade? You're going to trade Eldridge? No. You're going to trade Wisenhunt? They can't. They can't afford trading a pitcher. They're not going to trade Webb. Teoscar. I don't want Teoscar. The only reason why Teoscar is having success, look who he's hitting around, man. He's got Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Muncy, Will Smith. He's got all these guys in his lineup, man. That's why he's having such a great year. You bring him over here in the Giants lineup, do you think he's going to have the same success? I don't see it. I just don't see it. Yes, Tim. Snell is not pitching tomorrow. I think. Oh, speaking of which, I was just looking at that. Hey, this is Alex Pavlovich. He seems to be in the know on certain things. I know a lot of people don't like him, but hey, he does bring some content to the table. This is what he says. Tristan Beck will now start tomorrow's game, not Blake Snell. The Giants were coy about it all week, but there didn't seem to be a lot of upside for Snell, who is again headed to free agency. That's the story, guys. I think the word is out. The word is out that don't count on any extension with Blake Snell. The guy is going to go to free agency and he's going to go make his bag somewhere. Is it with the Giants? Probably not. Could it be? It might be. I just don't see it. Maybe if they sign Soto and some other guys, maybe. But if you look at it, again, Pavlovich, who is again headed for free agency. There you go, LD. Got the worst farm system. According to Bleacher Report, we got the worst farm system. It's going to be interesting to see what these other publications say. I guarantee you they're probably not going to be too far off what Bleacher Report said. So we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on in the offseason. What did you say there, Mike? Are you saying could you imagine an outfield with Ramos, Lee, and Soto? Yeah, I can imagine it. No Cryptic, no Kim. Did you hear the news about Ha-Seong Kim? For those of you who don't know, Ha-Seong Kim is going to have surgery on his labrum on his shoulder. So he's done, dude. He's going to be done for next year as well. So, okay. You do know. Fair enough. But those who don't know, he's going to have surgery on his shoulder. He's going to be out all next season. Kind of same situation as Reggie Crawford. So, Ha-Seong Kim, it was nice talking about him being a Giant. It ain't happening. Just gives us here's the problem though, because you had Kim or Adames that you could go to, but now it's down to one shortstop that you could go sign. So there's probably going to be a lot of suitors in for Adames. So it's going to be tough to try to get both Soto and Adames, even if you can get that. Oh, he can't play at all next year, Mike. He's done for the whole year. I'm not going to do a Farhan where you sign a guy who just freaking had shoulder surgery or TJ, and then you got to wait a whole year before they could do anything. Yeah, Reggie Crawford, that was sad, dude. Lost him. He's not a 2022 pick, and he ain't going to be able to throw the ball again until 26. Sucks, man. I shouldn't say throw a ball. Throw a ball competitively until 2026. Going to be tough. The only injured guy I'd sign would be Shane Bieber. I still think, what about Burns? Bay Area guy, right? That would be a nice signing. I don't know how much it would take to get him. Then again, if they go deep in the playoffs, maybe he likes to stay in Baltimore. So we'll have to see how that plays out. All right. What else we got here, guys? Yeah, Burns would be awesome. I wouldn't mind. Get Soto and Burns. Who's the other? Spencer Strider. Is Burns from San Francisco? I think he went to school in the Bay Area. Hold on. Let's take a look. Let's see. Baseball Reference. He was born in Bakersfield, went to Centennial High School in Bakersfield, and in college went to St. Mary's College of California. So his college time was in the Bay Area. So there you go. I guess that's the only Bay Area connection is when he went to St. Mary's. But if he's from Bakersfield, if he grew up in Bakersfield, is he more of a Dodgers fan? Is he more of a Giant? I don't know. But he did go to college in St. Mary's, so that helps. What are the top free agents that you think will fit? Well, let's take a look. We'll look at that real quick before we get the heck out of here. I don't think it's going to be all that wonderful, to be honest with you. After Soto, after Soto and Alonso. Here we go. Let me bump this up. There we go. Look at that. Here we go. Let me share the screen. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Boom. Here we go. And this is going to go by, I guess we could go, you want to go by age? Type? I guess we could go by type. Unrestricted free agents. Here we go. How about that? He vested. Okay. Nice. Max Scherzer. What do you guys think about Max Scherzer? Yay or nay? Max Scherzer. Yay or nay? Yay or nay? I see no. No. Too old. Yeah, kind of what I figured. Okay. What about Justin Verlander? Let's stay away from 40-year-old people. How about Verlander? Yeah, okay. Forget about Verlander. Got it. Juan Soto. Juan Soto. Going to be 26 next year. Juan Soto. Yes, Justin. Yes, of course, yes. I mean, come on. If anyone says no to that, come on. Come on. It's not our money, man. Do you not want to see? Again, let me paint the picture, you guys. Giants versus Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani is on the mound, whether it's in Oracle Park or whether it's in Dodger Stadium. He throws a high, hard fastball inside, dusts Soto off the plate. Soto doesn't like it. He stares down Ohtani, steps in the box, right? Gives him his little Soto shuffle, stares into the pitcher. Here comes the pitch. Boom! Juan Soto plants it either in McCovey Cove or the right field bleachers in Dodger Stadium. Tell me the dramatics, the feeling you would get as a Giants fan for Juan Soto to take Shohei Ohtani deep. Come on. And yes, Grand Admiral, that's what I'm saying. Soto, Ramos, Chapman, Eldridge, nice middle of the order. I agree. I 100% agree. And Soto, well, that's fine. Let him get the Bonds treatment because then you got someone else behind him that could hit the ball. You got Ramos that could hit behind him. Maybe even Chapman. Well, probably not Chapman. I want Chapman to bat a little bit lower. But you also got Bryce Eldridge who's coming up. That's going to give them the opportunity to do some damage. That's how Jeff Kent was able to get so much success because of Barry Bonds, right? Let's go. Come on. Just go do it. Just go do it. All right. So after Juan Soto, what do you guys think about Goldschmidt? Yay or nay on Goldschmidt? Nope. I don't want Goldschmidt. Plus, he's going to block Eldridge. It's useless, right? Teoscar Hernandez. I don't know. I don't know if I like Teoscar. Maybe if you add him as a piece. No, actually, you can't because you're going to have too many outfielders because you got to get Soto. I was going to say if you want to put him around Soto, but the problem is he's an outfielder. I don't think Teoscar is it, though. I really don't. I think he's the guy. Again, he's a role player. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player. I'm not dogging on him. I just think he's having a lot more success because of the lineup that he's in. Patrick Corbin, no. Pete Alonso. Again, the only position he can play is first base. But you got Eldridge coming up. Do you see what I'm saying? So I would say no on Alonso. Alex Bregman. No. Giants already got their third baseman. Charlie Morton. No. Michael Conforto. No. Josh Bell. No. Kenley Jansen. No. There's Corbin Burns. All right. Corbin Burns could be somebody. He's going to be 30. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe, okay. Maybe a 5-year contract. No, maybe a 5-year. Corbin Burns could be a guy. So far we got Soto and Burns. Max Fried. Max Fried wouldn't be so bad, right? I wouldn't say no to Fried. I would say Fried, you might be able to get him cheaper than Corbin Burns, to be honest with you. I think he's a pretty good damn pitcher for Atlanta. I think he would pitch really nice in Oracle Park as well. Got another lefty. What about Gleyber Torres, guys? How about him as your middle infielder? Instead of Adames, would you guys be okay with Gleyber Torres? Let me see something. I'm not going to share the screen. I just want to see what his career numbers are. 265, 255 this year. I don't know. Seems like a lot of similarities of what the Giants already have, right? This year he's a 1.5 WAR. Granted, remember taking defense in consideration. 15 home runs, 255, 328 on base. Nah. Giants got too many of those type of guys, so I would say no on Torres. Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty could be a guy. I would not mind getting Jack Flaherty. There's a couple of pitchers now. You got Corbin Burns, got Max Fried, and you got Jack Flaherty that you could pick from. All right? I don't think Jack Flaherty would be bad. I heard he's a Southern Cal guy, though, but whatever. When you're a free agent, usually it's the money that talks for the most part. Not always. It's not always the key factor, but we'll see. Yeah, well, I don't know where Willie Adames is. We'll find out soon enough. Kyle Hendricks? No. Mark Canha? No. Shane Bieber? I've heard some people talk about Shane Bieber. I think I'd rather have Flaherty or even Max Fried than Shane Bieber. Right? No. Charlie Blackmon retiring. Jose Quintana? No. Luis Severino. Luis Severino isn't so bad. He's a little bit up there in age. Luis Severino, it seems like he's had a resurgence there in New York. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to come to the West Coast. Maybe he likes it there in New York. Severino's not so bad. Justin Turner? No. Andrew Heaney? No. Ross Stripling? No. There's Willie Adames. Going to be 30. Wow. 29 and a half. Anthony DeSclafani? No. Yusei Kikuchi? I say no. Look at the age. He might be okay right now, but not. I would say no to Yusei. Yusei is a no. JD Martinez? No. Anthony Santander. I know some people have talked about him. I don't know. Is he having success because of the lineup? You got Gunnar Henderson. You got Adley Rutschman. You got Mountcastle. You got O'Hearn. You got some boppers in there that could kind of protect Santander to a certain extent. But is he a piece, or is he, again, like I said, maybe that's the direction the Giants go. Maybe just pick a bunch of, like Isaac said, maybe they pick up a bunch of mid-level guys. I just don't like that. For me, I don't prefer that. But what do I know? Christian Walker. No, we don't need a first baseman. Harrison Bader. No. Aroldis Chapman. No. Kevin Kiermaier. No. James McCann. No. Alex Cobb. No. Daniel Bard. No. Matt Moore. No. Alex Verdugo. No. Brandon Drury. No. Alex Wood. No. Walker Buehler. No. Blake Trinan. No. Kendall Graveman. Bullpen. I think. Do we need him for a bullpen, guys? Kendall Graveman? I don't know. Bullpen on. I don't know. I think bullpen's pretty much set. Joe Kelly, no. Martin Perez, no. Nick Pivetta, Paul Sewald, Max Kepler, James Paxton, he's retiring. Chris Martin, Carlos Estevez, that's another. He's actually doing pretty good for Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. So it's pretty much all pitchers from here on out. Trevor Williams, Minter, Clay Holmes, Tyler O'Neill. He's an outfielder, but I don't know. Tommy Conley, whatever. Tanner Scott, Yimi Garcia. He's still around? Wow. Carlos Santana, Danny Jansen, Brooks Raley, Will Smith, not the catcher, Will Smith, Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo's only 31? I thought he was way older than that. Holy crap. Jason Hayward, no. Kirby Yates, no. Adam Ottavino, no. Michael Lorenzen, no. Austin Slater. Enrique Hernandez, no. Ryan Stanek. See, a lot of these. Come on. Now see where you see where we're going now? Trevor Gott. The guy's still around? Phew. Wow. Well, there you go, guys. There you go. Got a few pitchers. And as far as position players, not much to choose from, is there? Not much to choose from when we're talking about position players. Soto, Alonso, Adames. That's about it, guys. That's about it. A lot of pitchers are out there, though. Burns, Flaherty, Fried, Bieber. There's some pitchers out there to be had. I don't see Adames getting 200. Snell might get 220, 240. He might, especially with the kind of season that he finished up with. Whew. Wow. Well, that's where we stand, guys, when it comes to free agents this coming off season. Again, not a whole lot of position players. Not at all. Let's see this. Just checking this real quick. All right, here we go. All right, I think I'm about ready to shut this thing down, guys. Been talking for a while. 6 years. I don't know if he I'm guessing 5 for Blake Snell. That's my guess. That is my guess. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys hanging out here with me tonight. It was a good show. Talked a lot about a whole bunch of different things. Of course, Farhan was right on up there. Giants go tomorrow. I think it's a 105 start. Tristan Beck will go. You know what? Holy crap. Who is going? Hold on one second. I didn't even see who is going for the St. Louis Cardinals. Schedule tomorrow. It is going to be Andre Palante will be going for the St. Louis Cardinals. Again, just to wrap it up here, Giants will not finish above 500. That is the best that they can do this year is 500. 500 or less. That is the path that the Giants are taking for the 2024 season. Disappointment. Again, say it again, it's time for a change. Anyways, guys, join us tomorrow, 8 o'clock tomorrow night for the post game. I'm debating what to do on Sunday. Sunday's I think we're supposed to have a guest, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thanks, LD. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you. Thank you, LD. Much appreciated. Again, guys, I love coming in here, just talking with you guys. Want to hear what you guys have to say. Of course, you hear what I have to say, but I just like bouncing everything off of you guys. It's always fun coming in here, just talking baseball. It's good times. I always have fun. And we'll do it again tomorrow. Again, even when Giants baseball is done, we will be covering postseason baseball right here on Giant Sports Talk Live. Should be a lot of fun, man. Playoff baseball is so damn exciting. It sucks that the Giants aren't going to be in the middle of this, but we can go ahead and break it down. Maybe people have certain favorites. I know there's people who are San Diego Padre fans out there, so they'll be rooting for the Padres. I'll be rooting for the Padres, but it should be fun. I know we're supposed to have a special guest on Sunday at 4:30, but that's going to be the last game of the season. I kind of would like to go live right after, but maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do the post game like right afterwards or something like that, because I know a lot of people are going to want to be talking about the San Francisco Giants season once that game ends. You know how it is. It's the finality of it all, the end of the 2024 season. I think a lot of people are going to want to have a lot to say concerning what the direction of the San Francisco Giants, the disappointing season. People just want to get stuff off their chest, which is fine. That's what we're here for. Talk the stuff out. Sometimes it'll make you feel a little bit better. Thanks, Mo. Appreciate it, man. But again, join us tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We'll talk post game, and then of course any other baseball news that is out there. We'll keep an eye on what's going on in the NL wild card. As we saw earlier, AL wild card is all sewn up. We know what's going on there. The only difference is who's going to be in the second or third position in a wild card in the AL. National League is all up in the air right now. What is that? 3 teams? I think was it 3 or 4 teams that are tied? Something like that. It's going to be crazy. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining again. Catch you guys tomorrow night. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.